Hi, I'm Joss'n. I'm a County Extension Agent with Texas A&M AgriLife Extension. I'm also part of the fabulous Dinner Tonight content team, and I'm a proud member of NAA-FCS. And tonight, we are making nachos. But going back really quickly about Dinner Tonight. So within Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, we have several programs under our Family Community Health. And Dinner Tonight is one of those spectacular programs that's quite unique for the fact that it's an award-winning program. We're really proud of that. And we make healthy recipes that taste great. And we give tips on cooking, nutrition, tips and tricks in the kitchen, food safety, and we provide menu planning for busy families. And tonight, we're giving you a sneak preview into a new recipe that we're launching with our new Healthy Cooking School curriculum. And we're making sheet pan nachos with chipotle sauce. Hopefully this excites you. We were really excited when we picked this recipe. We wanted to give that Tex-Mex, cuisine. So if you make this at home, great. If you haven't, you still can cook along with me. But really quick, before you get into it, we did send out this recipe card. So hopefully you got it. And if you notice on this recipe card, we broke it down into different little blocks. So on the side, we have our ingredients, and we broke it down into mixture, chips, toppings, and sauce. So we're gonna go over that and break it down into little sections, and then we're gonna also go over the directions. But for all information about Dinner Tonight, make sure to feel free. You can scan that QR card and go straight to our website. You can subscribe to our newsletters and follow us on all our social media platforms. We usually do live cook-alongs on our Facebook page, so go find us. But going back, so first off, we have to make our mixed mixture. So in this mixed mixture, we're going to need 1 pound of 90% lean ground beef, cooked, right? We want you to cook it already. Then we're also going to need 1 cup of onion chopped, and you can make them really big or really small for those picky eaters. I know some people don't like onions, so you can cut them really big so they can take it out, or you can do it really fine for those who want to sneak it in. Then we also need 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then a 15-ounce canned black beans with no salt added. And we're gonna mix all those ingredients together. So first up, we're gonna preheat our oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So get your ovens hot and ready. And while that's heating up, we're gonna get our pans and saute our diced onions over medium heat. Once we saute it to where we want it, we're going to go ahead and add that ground beef with the onions, the garlic powder, salt, pepper, and beans, and we're going to blend it really well. Once that's done, you're going to set it aside and get ready, because the next we're going to do is prepare our pan. So when you get your cooking pan, ideally you want to cover it with aluminum, right? Help yourself out, right? When it comes to cleaning, just throw it out when it's done. I know I don't have a dishwasher, so any help I can get while washing dishes is great. So you're going to get your pan, cover it with aluminum. Then you're going to get your baked chips. That is our next part of our recipe, is chips. So we did ask for 13-inch baked corn tortilla chips. Now, everybody's local area is different. I know I had a hard time when I went shopping, but if you can find them, great. If not, just read your labels and use the chips that are to your value and your nutritional guidance. So we're going to get these chips and we're just going to spread them over the pan. The goal is to spread it out as evenly as possible, but I mean, we're human. We do the best we can. All over. All right. Next, once we have our chips nice and ready, you can spray a little bit of oil on it just to give them some flavor. Then we're going to add our mixture. So we just went over that, right? We cooked our beef, onion, black beans, our little mixture here, and we're going to spread them as evenly as possible over these chips. Now I'm using a spoon. If you have gloves on, that can definitely help by just grabbing it on and spreading it over. But use what you can to spread this nice mixture on top of these nice chips. Now, I love black beans, but if you don't, you can always swap this for any kind of beans that you like. What's really good, or what's really true to some Mexican cuisine, is that you can swap these for pinto beans. Pinto beans are just as nutritious. They have some fiber in there as well. So, whatever kind of bean that you want. This bowl's getting a little heavy. All right. And see, and my onions, I chopped them pretty big, as you see. So if anyone doesn't like onions, they can always take them out. All right. Next, we're gonna add our toppings. So in our toppings, we're gonna have 1 cup of Roma tomatoes, diced. We're gonna have half a cup of green onions, tips. So if you don't want to use the white part, that's fine, but if you're the type of person who likes to save everything and use every vegetable to every little piece, by all means, throw in that white part. But for this recipe, because we like the color, we want to use just the green part. But you're gonna want half a cup of green onions tips diced. Then we're gonna need 1 cup of yellow bell pepper diced. And for those who don't like yellow bell pepper, that's okay. Use any bell pepper color that you like. I personally love yellow bell pepper, so I was really excited when I saw that in the recipe. Then we're gonna need 1/3 cup of cilantro. Now I know this is not a super popular herb, so if there's any herb that you like, by all means swap it out. And then 2 cups of non-fat mozzarella cheese. Same thing with cheese. If this is not your favorite particular cheese, I know people can get quite picky with cheese. So swap it for what you like, but read your nutrition labels. It's always important to make sure you do that. So once you have your mixtures, you're gonna put that on top of your nachos. So we're gonna go ahead and start with our tomatoes. Spread it as evenly as possible. And we're gonna add our bell pepper. You're also gonna want those green onions in there. And then, of course, cilantro. Throw it on top. This is a little hard. Yeah. All right. And then the good stuff. We get to put the cheese. Now with cheese, ideally using gloves. I did wash my hands earlier. So putting the cheese on top. Spreading it as evenly as possible. Now I want to say, in the recipe we say 2 cups, and I want to say if you want to follow our calories, so this recipe makes 12 servings. The serving size is about 1 cup, and each serving, it's 280 calories per serving. So if you do more cheese, it's going to be more calories. That's why, because I love cheese, but you got to watch those calories. All right, nice and cheesy. Then we're going to pop this in the oven. And we're gonna let it bake for about 15 to 20 minutes. Now, if you like it a little crispy, we'll leave it in a little longer. While this is nicely baking, we're gonna get into the good stuff. I like to say the sauce. I'm a sauce person, so to me this is the best part. And for your sauce, you're gonna need half a cup of Greek yogurt. You're also gonna need plain Greek yogurt, don't get the flavored ones. You're also gonna need 1 tablespoon of lime juice. So get your lime and squeeze them. And then 2 tablespoons of your chipotle peppers. Now it does say diced, and it can get a little tricky. So I did cut them more even though it doesn't look diced, but it's all each their own. And then you're gonna wanna mix it. Now, you can probably just mix it within the container, but I can get a little messy. So I like to get it in a bigger bowl. And let's put in our yogurt. Now, if you don't like Greek yogurt, because everyone has different tastes and textures, Greek yogurt is a little thicker, it does have more protein, but if you don't like the thickness, you can always swap it for a low-fat yogurt. It's a lot smoother. And then, if you don't like lime juice, swap it for lemon. I know some people are also picky when it comes to limes versus lemons. And then you're just going to want to mix it. Ta-da! Look at that yummy sauce. Now, for this sauce, you can always have it on the side for people to dip, or you can drizzle it at the end of your chip. It's up to you. But that's it for today's recipe. Today's recipe is pretty nutritious. It has 20% calcium, 10% iron, and 10% potassium. So for those looking for those needs, by all means. I mean, there is more nutrition, and that's on our nutrition label, but it's not on our recipe card because it's going to be in our curriculum, new healthy cooking school curriculum. So for more information about dinner tonight, again, you can scan that the QR code on the recipe. It'll go straight to our website, which is dinnertonight.org, and you can sign up for our weekly newsletters. Every week we email newsletters with new content that we're releasing on our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, so go find us. But that's it for today. Hopefully you like today's nachos. It's quite a dish. And again, this makes 12 servings, so it's great for a party, or like to say, a fiesta. But that's it for today. Bye guys. Enjoy today's party.